fear, Debbie. Today, 29th day in the month of November. Do you know that today is Giving Tuesday? Every 29th of November, it's a Giving Tuesday. You know, after Thanksgiving, people take the time to kick off the holiday season by giving back to their communities. So all over the world, we are celebrating Giving Tuesday. So give something to someone today, whether big or small, but just give. It's a giving day today. Okay, welcome to the program. I have headlines, different headlines from various newspapers. I'm going to be serving you that this morning from 6 different Nigerian newspapers. We'll look at the hot topics after the headlines. And hopefully Rufal Sene will join me via the phone to look at some of the issues in the news and give you some analytical analysis. Yeah, you get it here, analytical analysis on the program. So we are streaming live on YouTube. You can join us on YouTube right now. It's happening live there at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Search for us. You will see us. Watch us. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and be part of our community. So we start with the Punch newspaper this morning. Foreign NGOs, fintech firms linked to terrorism financing. That's the first headline this morning. Guard your money, passports abroad. Lai Mohammed warns Nigerians. ASU warns of new crisis, seek intervention. The story is on the Punch. APC Assembly tackle Adeleke's governor, sack 12,000 workers. And 50 materials deployed, Bunt office threaten pools, INEC. 50 materials deployed, Bunt offices threatens INEC pools. That story is on the Punch newspaper this morning. APC blames PDP for 133 million poor Nigerians. Nigeria has sufficient food, says Agric Minister. Retirees barricade Delta Governor's house over 7 years pension. Insurance firm pays diseased Lagos workers' families 539 million naira. And Ojukwu critical in 2023 election, says Bianca. The story is on the Vanguard this morning. So I'm giving you headlines from the Vanguard now. Goods worth millions of naira destroyed as fire got shop in Onisha. And primary school retiree protest in Delta. Aggrieved retired primary school teachers protested in Delta over their pension. And on another news here from the Punch, this is the Vanguard, from the Vanguard newspaper. It says 550 million naira foreign loan drives Nigeria rural electrification program. And 15.4 billion naira lost to oil production shortfalls in 2022. Over to the Sun newspaper this morning. Thieves target Nigerians in UK, US, Europe, rob them of passports, money, valuables. The writer here reads, African must shun politics of stomach, ethnicity to make progress, says Lumumba. And also from the Sun this morning, Tinubu to suspend campaign for 8 days foreign tours. Yobe North Senate President Lawan loses at appeal court. Also from the Sun this morning, Nigeria bleeding, sinking, says a PDP. Has a rider. He reads here that ex-VP most suitable choice, says ex-Bauchi Governor Moazu. Also from the Sun this morning, pirates switching from kidnapping to oil theft in Gulf of Guinea, says the report. A rider reads as Nigerian loses over $2 billion to bunkering in 8 years. Now to the Nation newspaper this morning, call Oshu governor to other APC tells IG. And 2023, your allegiance only to Nigerians. Yakubu warns INEC workers. Also from the Nations this morning, 3 secondary school boys rape girl in Ondo State. And Buhari commissions a solar hybrid power plant at Danford University. And now to the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Jos Muslim community offers prayers for victims of plateau crisis. Why Nigerians need to strengthen global peace effort, UN scribe. The full story is on the Daily Trust. And now to this day newspaper, federal government seeks collaborative effort in addressing skilled international tax rules. In tough start, Adeleke signs executive order, sack 12,000 workers, monarchs. This story is on this day newspaper. Maybe we'll talk about it later on the program. Now to the hot topics this morning. Let's look at some of the hot topic. I've served you the headlines from various newspapers, so we're going to be discussing some of the interesting headlines in the news this morning, and thereafter I'll open the phone lines for you to join the conversation. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and you are listening to the Front Page Review. Hello, good morning to you, Mr. Rufai Husseini.
Morning, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Okay, now the hot topic this morning, we have quite a number, but let's start with this story from this day newspaper. It says here that in tough starts, Adeleke signs executive orders to sack 12,000 workers and monarchs. Now, barely 24 hours after he assumed office and took some tough decisions, including freezing the state's account, reversing appointment made by his predecessor, and abolishing the state of Oshu appellation, Oshu State Governor. Now, Senator Ademola Adeleke has announced a series of policies to consolidate his earlier action. Now, Adeleke signed 6 executive orders yesterday affirming the reversal of the appointment made by the ex-governor, Adegboyega Oyetola, and further sacking some 12,000 workers said to have been illegally employed. So those sacked included 30 permanent secretaries, while the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, Segun Oladitan, and its members were suspended. And also, we saw that the governor also dethroned 3 monarchs whose installations were allegedly controversial. Now, these are some of the things that he did as he assumed office. Yes, he started tough, but one would think that governance is about a continuation. Now, every governor has a 4-year term, and when a governor has served the state for 4 years, it's expected that the next governor that is coming will continue from where the governor stopped. Because if you come with this kind of move, you're sacking this, you're doing that, and all of that, you just have 4 years. So you wonder, where is the continuation? Because what you see here is, I'm here to do my own. I'm here to do my bid. I want to do my own. I'm starting afresh.
So, Mary, I'd like to put the question to you.
Yes.
Because government is a continuum, so you should support things that are done illegally. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're saying? So
No.
if you were to take over from Governor Wike, the over 100,000 special advisors that you know because of political exigencies he put in the payroll in Rivers, you will continue with them at the expense of paying salaries, right? Is that what we're going to do? I mean, Mary, let's learn to tell the truth always. Those 30 PAM-SECs, how many days were they employed to the end of Oyetola administration? How many days? Was it not 3 or 4 days to the end of the administration? Most of these workers, were they duly, did they duly follow the civil service code in the state? Do you know the crisis that erupted in Ikiru and other parts because of those traditional rulers? What the man has always done is to bring about a level of sanity to the system. And see, let politicians stop taking politics to the extreme by putting their own people and their own cronies and trying to populate a place at the expense of the state. If the workers feel disgruntled, it is best on them to go to industrial court and challenge the process. But if they were employed in a shoddy way against the ethics of civil service employment in the state, then action needs to be taken. It might look now like a high-handed action, but some level of sanity has to be brought back. This was the same Oyetola that when he was leaving, he didn't do a proper handover. And I don't know why governors don't even do that enough. They don't do handover to the next one. So, Mary, to go back to your point that the government is a continuum. Government is a continuum, but the outgoing governor didn't do a handover because he was still disgruntled about elections. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So who leaves a position without doing a proper handover and just writes a note that he printed to in public and he says, oh, I left some money there? Was there a proper handover team between both of them? I mean, these are the questions we should ask ourselves. Let's stop, peddling sentiment. Let's call things the way they are. When we call things the way they are, we'll have a brighter and better country. We cannot say because government is a continuum, then we support all sorts of political shenanigans just because it favors us politically. And that's why I keep repeating, I cannot do politics for the life of me. I cannot do it. It's a very, very murky one.
Never say never. Never say never.
Mary,
say never. Okay, go ahead.
People say never, but at some point you should be able to know your perspective as a human being on things. And that's why we even further pause it by saying that politics is too dangerous to be left in the hands of politicians. It is too dangerous to be left in the hands of politicians because you can just see the atrocities that are committed. And when the man reacts now, people will say, oh, why is he reacting? See, I'm a very balanced person. I have my qualms too against Adeleke, which is about the fact that there were also back and forth as regards certificates submitted, and the case is still in INEC, with INEC now, and the REC, in Osun State and all of that. But when you look at the antecedents of what happened, that this governor that was going out made his employment quickly. Who employs 30 new palm sects before the end of expiration of his tenure? Who? And we do this one too many, and it's an habit of Nigerian politicians. That's why I say I don't think I can ever be in that fold. Because look at a governor of another state too. That even when the person he put in was no successor, he still went back to the state and he's still fighting over who will become speaker of the house with the incumbent governor. That he claimed it's his own successor that he supported to get in there. So what is this dirty habit our Nigerian politicians? Is there no decorum and decency in politics any longer?
But look at this way. Now, going as far as changing the state from the state of Osun to Osun State, and changing some other things in the state, one would think that it's going too far too quickly. And then you ask, what is the work of the House of Assembly that is supposed to monitor what the governor does and make sure that laws are passed and things are where they're supposed to be? Because when he finishes his tenure now in 4 years, imagine another governor coming in and doing the same thing. So where is the continuity? Who is to ensure the continuity of projects?
Mary, I would like to ask you, Osun State was created, and they had their first governor in 1991, Abi.
Mm-hmm.
Was Osun State called State of Osun in 1991? Who made that decree? Who made that law? Was somebody that was just enthused by his own representation of things, which is currently the Interior Minister, that started calling it State of Osun? Which state do they call State of Lagos in Nigeria? Which state do they call State of Delta? You know, when politicians do things, I just look at them that, are we circumspect enough in our things? Which states? Which states? And you see, when you look at it, people will have to challenge all of this. And I think there are even cases in court as regards that. The second one you said.
The appellation from the state of the virtues to the state of the living spring. Like it's an overhauling in Osun State right now. An overhauling.
No. You see, you can change slogans. Slogans are a dime a dozen. At some point, Lagos used to be state of aquatic splendor. Now it's center of excellence. That's different. But the appellation of the state is what I'm concerned about. Out of all the problems affecting Osun people, so is it the name State of Osun that is the most important problem? Is that how you are going to solve the problem of poverty in Osun, Ilesha, Ikero, and other parts? You see, our politicians are jobless, and they show it every time. They are not busy. If they are truly busy, they will not be gallivanting. They will not be majoring in the minor.
Major in the major.
One problem I just think he might have is that the House of Assembly members in the state are not necessarily in his party. I think he just only has a couple of PDP people in there. So party laws might be difficult, but you know, again, when you look at House of Assembly, there are a dime a dozen in this country. Because we've seen states that all of a sudden, almost everybody in the House of Assembly decamp to the governor's party, just for political exigencies. And that's why our politics is not sound as we speak. And we can do a whole lot more.
Now, what do you make of this? To another story now from the Punch newspaper. It has the headline that retirees barricade Delta government house over 7 years pension. Now, retirees from primary schools across the 25 local government areas of Delta State on Monday barricaded the state seat of power over non-payment of pension for the past 7 years. Now, I know people that have retired for years. 7 years, 6 years, they've served the government and they've not been paid pension by the state governor. And then you know that there is a 13% derivation that was given recently that Wike made everybody to know about, that this is what he did with his money. Now we have the governor of Delta State running for the post of a presidential aspirant on the PDP, from the party PDP. Now, you will wonder why he's still owing pensioners in Delta State for 7 years. He hasn't paid. And now you are coming again to serve Nigeria when in your state there's a protest there that you haven't paid pension. People that serve their country for do you know what means 7 years? You haven't paid them. And you are coming to say you want to be vice president. How does it work? Can you give us an understanding how this should work?
Mary, there goes the scorecard of the vice presidential candidate of the PDP. If you ask me, I think it smacks of everything wrong about Nigerian politics. If a governor with so much resource like Delta is owing a lot, and this was the same governor that we spoke to the commissioner the other day, and he said they are not owing any salaries. But look at that report. Look at that report. And this is the same governor that he will say he created magic in his state. Isn't it? Oh, I done so well in Delta. But he owes money. I think if the PDP is wise, They should tell the vice presidential candidate to go and sort out his problems in Delta State before he comes back on the campaign trail. Because as we speak today, I'm not even sure he has time to address the concerns of the workers that came to protest because he's busy campaigning somewhere in Kutu.
To do what now? To do what? One will ask, campaigning to do what?
Campaigning to do what? And that's the big question you ask. Campaigning to do what now? When you can't settle out a little problem in your state, you claim you have paid all your wages and all of that. But as we speak today, there are people that are protesting for 7 years, pensioners. And probably maybe some of the monies that they might use to pay them are using for campaign now. You see, that's why I have a big problem. I don't know, like you said, never say never. I don't know, but I have a big problem with politics, especially the way it's played in Nigeria.
Now, we're going to go for a commercial break very soon, but let's just look at this headline from Punch newspaper. APC blames PDP for 133 million poor Nigerians. Now, the ruling All Progressive Congress has blamed the regime of the president, Muhammadu Buhari, retired from the poverty level of over 133 million Nigerians. Now, the APC director of publicity, Bala Ibrahim, stated this on Monday when he appeared on a TV station. He says that we should blame the PDP for 133 million poor Nigerians. How true is this statement? Who do we even blame for this?
Mary, if you ask me now, I'll go ask. Because if the APC has been in government for the last 7-8 years, the same we should blame the PDP that was last in government 8 years ago for the problems we see now in Nigeria. Then sometimes you wonder how politicians think. It was under the APC government poverty increased to 133 million. It was under the APC government that the survey was done that increased the poverty numbers. It was under the APC government that we had inflation of over 20-year high. It was under the APC government that people started leaving the country in droves. It was under the APC government that we had economic deterioration of Nigeria. It was under the APC government we had our forex problems that now you don't even know how to get the naira to the dollar now and the rate. It was under the APC government that prevailed over the massive level of insecurity we have today. It was under the APC government that we had the train attacks where people were killed. So when you have all of this, and you are blaming another person that Nigerian people voted you in 8 years ago because you say those others were not competent enough, what are you saying? I think the APC should think of solving their problems. Think of bringing Nigerians out of the quagmire. Think of still fulfilling their promise in the remaining 3 months if they can do anything anyway.
Okay.
And think more rather than blaming others for their problems.
Okay, we'll go for a commercial break. We'll be back after this.
Your sister.
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20k free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
This is the voice of the people, 90.3 FM, and you are listening to the Front Page Review. You've been served the headlines, and now we are looking at some of the hot topics in the news this morning. We've talked about Adeleke in Osun State. We've talked about it. We've talked about Okowa of PDP in Delta State. And now let's take a look at this other headlines from the Punch newspaper. And okay, Rufai Osena has talked extensively on APC blames PDP for 133 million poor Nigerians. Now, this headline from the Punch, it says here 50% materials deployed, burnt offices threatens poll INEC. Now, 50% materials deployed. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Monday lamented the incessant attack on its local government offices across the country. The commission said the attack might cause hitches in its operations. Now, when we get news like this, we become a bit apprehensive that what is happening. If the INEC chairman is saying that 50% materials deployed are burnt, that is threatening the polls, the election, it is something of concern, because we don't want it that when it comes February, there is story of the election not holding or maybe some other things.
Mary, it's a sad one, and I think INEC and the security agencies must do more to reassure Nigerians. Honestly, this is a coordinated attack. The other day it was in Ogun State. Major materials were burnt. Now it's in Ebonyi. We don't know where next. And with this, we keep depleting electoral materials. The question is, who doesn't want elections to hold in Nigeria in 2023? Why all of this sabotage? And what can the security agencies do to double up security? I think the IG should step on this and provide security. We can't keep having materials like this damaged. I hope it's not going to affect the 2023 elections. Because it's looking like that.
You know that it was said, I think I read it here in the news, that when the IG said that some governors, some people are behind some of these attacks. But we just heard that. We didn't get a follow-up of which governor, who is behind it.
Yes, that's why the IG must fish them out. That's why the IG must fish them out. And one step further, I don't know. See, because a lot of governors have been hiding under this immunity thing to act as crooks. I think maybe it will get to a stage that we might have to be removing immunity because of how very dishonorable Nigerian leaders have been. I think we have to be removing immunity from some political positions, honestly, so that people will be able to be prosecuted full on. I think we are getting to that point. Because the IG might have said that, but he can't go after them because probably they are sitting governors. Yeah. So I think we have to get to that point. Because of how dishonorable some politicians have been and sitting officials, I think we have to get to that point where we have to start removing immunity. Probably maybe we only leave it for the president. And pull out immunity across board. Maybe probably only for the president. And even the president, they have put very strong caveats in place.
It will be good when we get to that place where we can tell governors like Governor Okowa that please go and pay pension in your state before you come and campaign. Make statement like that and say please go and settle your state first before you come to tell us what you want to do for Nigeria. When your state there's protests there over 7 years. So if we could do that, I hope it listens to us this morning.
Honestly, because it's sad is that you are running for vice president. People are suffering in your state, and you want them to support you. And you've not paid pension. Mary, these people are poor. Pensioners are poor.
You don't want to go there.
They're poor.
You don't, some of them have even died. Some of them are even dead. They will die before they get the money.
Now they die even during revalidation. Some of them are poor, and people are living in large poverty. No, how do you even go to bed? These are poor people. How much is even the money in the first place? Couple of thousands to keep body and soul together, to buy their drugs and all of that, and live the remainder of their lives.
Thank you so much, Rufai. Let's open the phone lines and get the conversation moving to the next level. Thank you so much for being part of the program.
It is well.
Yeah, have a great day. Someone has asked me, I think online, that Mary, you come here every morning and then you talk Nigerian politics, you talk about issues, and how do you deal with your mental health? Honestly, I don't know. I don't really know. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, can you turn down the volume on your radio set, please?
Good morning, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Good morning to you, Chief Aloy.
I'm Chief Aloy from Africa.
Yeah, welcome.
I want to ask Nigeria one question. Before, when something hungry, if he is hungry, maybe rice or gari or nyamo. But now people know that the thing when hungry person is not the shopper. Just anything person see, make it see, say, they carry something. All this thing when they talk every time with them, well, I hear news from different ranges. This one I don't hear like 3 type of radio stations. Now, person the APC come and say they want rule us. Waiting them go take do campaign, say they go rule. Okay, person they die for hunger. If they tell them, okay, now they talk those data state. Okay, I not money for this. Now he come out, he want the vice president. How can the people happy? They're not before you charity begins at home. When you want to do something, you want to come out for something, you go do something for your village, make them take and say yes. If they come out, they ask them question, they say, now you don't know where I come. But when I want to contest something now, people go ask my people, when come from the state, welcome. Which type of chief be this? Is it a good chief? People go talk against. So what I'm saying, APC and the PDP, let them come out, go out. Let new party come out. Let's vote for them. Anybody when be APC, when they do campaign, is Western time. PDP is Western time. I'm not talking inside the talk for the whole Nigeria. I'm talking for me and my family. Because I get like 6 voters card where I go take vote with my family.
Thank you.
Thank you and God bless. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you so much, Chief Aloy. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to join the conversation this morning. You have 2 minutes. Hello, good morning to you.
Mr. Mary, good morning. How are you?
Oh, Mr. Peter Hamonse, it's been a long time we spoke. Where have you been?
Yeah. Actually, we spoke last on Friday. Yesterday, I was unable to get connected.
Oh, welcome. And,
welcome.
Welcome. Yeah.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, Mary, let me start from Osun State.
Yes.
And from the question that you asked, that government is continuing. Mary, if there is a standard approved building plan, and then a builder is embarking on a particular building, and is using fake materials, is not following the approved building plan. And then that house is to be taken over by another builder. Will he continue in that building just because it has to continue? No. It will look at the faulty start, the faulty materials, the wrong approach to that building. That building has to be brought down to ground zero to start afresh in order to avert disaster tomorrow.
But Mr. Peter, they're supposed to be custodians so that you don't waste resources. You come here, you're wasting our resources. So when we have custodian watching, they'll say, no, you are not getting it right. And then you are impeached out for another person to come in. But we wait for 4 years, wasting resources.
Good. That's why I bring in the State House of Assembly. What was their dog? Did they checkmate the governor in order to make sure that things are done normally? That is why we are having even this in the National Assembly. That Mr. President is going haywire, is the Minister for Petroleum, and so much petroleum is being stolen, and so much money is being stolen. Is the Chief Security Officer, so many lives are being wasted by terrorists, and National Assembly is not asking questions. That is the problem we have. So for me, I don't have a problem with Adeleke. Pulling down what he knows that was not done properly. I think, and finally, as APC is blaming APC, I don't know how many days for them to go, they still blame PP. When they came in, back 50,000 naira under PDP. Today is 50,000. A loaf of bread was 300 naira. Today is 1,000 or 1,200. You see, still the PDP. A tuber of yam was 250 or 300. Today, that same tuber of yam is 1,000 and 1,100. There is no time for me to count. They know everything that they have come to destroy in Nigeria, and they put the blame on the PDP. It's just the only one Nigerians this time around to say 2023 is coming. Do we want to continue with these people that have destroyed our lives, destroy our economy, destroy all sectors, and put the blame on PDP after 8 years? Is that what we want Nigeria? Forget about the crowd going out for campaign. Forget about all these rhetorics. Is this in politics? Is that in politics? Will that put food on the table? When the criminals were driving away our women, raping them, killing them from the farm, and then they left the farm, they tell the president to send these people out, and he said, learn to live in peace with your neighbor. Did they not know that food will come? Come on, what are you telling me, Nigerians? Can you wake up and say no to APC? Because the atrocities has brought us down, and we have become a disgrace of all nations. Poverty capital of the world. Sorry for Nigeria.
Thank you so much. No. It's going to get better. Let's try and lace hope in what we discuss. When we talk, let's add hope to it. Let's add a bit of hope, because if you look at the situation most times, sometimes you might even cry, especially if you don't have the money to jackpot and you're here. But let's lace it with hope. So someone will listen to us, the radio, and then we'll be hopeful that okay, something good is going to happen. Something good will happen. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Call in right now to join the conversation. Now I'm going to take in some WhatsApp message. WhatsApp is 0700 903 903 9. Now this one says, my name is Joseph and I have been listening to the show. I think we all know that fixing Nigeria isn't rocket science. These people simply do not care. If they did, they will get to work and the country will be fixed in no time. They only want power and control, not the interest of the people. Nigerians do not want these men anymore. So they are already prepared to rig as usual. Okay, that's a comment from WhatsApp. Hello. Okay, hello, good morning. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call in right now to join the conversation. Remember, we are streaming live on YouTube, so you could go to our YouTube and leave a comment there. Okay, lots of interesting comments on YouTube this morning. I think I'm gonna be reading it. This one's from Olainka. Says, if we vote right in 2023, Nigeria will be better. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. John Legend, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Welcome to the program, sir.
Welcome, my sister. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Concerning Nigeria, governors,
Yes.
what happens to Osun State? You know that these people always rule for 4 years without no local government chairman. They only work with appointees. Then when they are about to leave, they will now conduct elections, put debt for the incoming governor. Likewise, what Aja State go, Aja TAOG ruled for how many years? Chairman. They only have appointment. Immediately he's about to leave, that's when he will the election. That is how the people, because they believe that the government house is their family house, is their own, they have rights. It is only Peter Obi that left as a governor and gave a credible account, a good audit, and hand over the money he saved and everything to the incoming governor. It is only him. Every other governor in this state, they just left. You just see them on airport or where they are running. I don't know where they are running to. I don't know what they are hiding. I don't know what they are carrying. That makes them they cannot hand over. They give a credible handover to the incoming person. That is how bad Nigeria can be, how terrible. Because nobody can bring them to book. Nobody can bring them to law. Nobody can ask them questions. They believe that they are the Goliath. So in fact, in Nigeria, I don't know. This government needs to leave. APC, PDP, these two people, they are the devil we have in this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, John Legend, for your contribution. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call in this morning to be part of the program. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Can you turn down the volume on your radio set?
I've done that, Sister Mary. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you in transit?
Yeah, I'm Francis.
Okay, great. What's your name? And okay.
This is Chief Noble calling from Ikeja.
Okay, welcome, Chief Noble. Go ahead.
You see, the government of the Osun, it has always been like that. There is always competition rivalry between government of Osun. It has always been like that. But the decision of the present governor, is a recommendable one. Because as the Agapita said, the last caller said, if the foundation of the building is not well planned, it's better you bring it down and start afresh. It's a good one. And for the kings, that was the throne.
Yes.
The moment you politicalize the culture, it's better they will treat you as a politician. Bringing them out of that city is the best decision, because if you check those people, though I don't really know them, I've not read about them, but if you check them, they are the corrupt kings among the kings. The kings we used to know, they are respectful people and a well-cultured people who even governors cannot withstand them and make any decision. Whatever the kings are representative of the people. But these days, it's not like that. So if they are dethroned, fine. It's a good decision. And for the problem of Nigeria generally, the problem will continue if we did not make any good decision. Because if we keep complaining, the government do this, the government do that, this is the right time for us to make that decision. 2023 is here. If we can suffer for 1 month and enjoy our life for the rest of our life, and enjoying the rest of our life, is better. But the moment we say, okay, we are all complaining of APC, look at the last rally, look at the population of people following the same APC people. I will say APC is the problem of this country. So if we cannot make that decision, maybe suffer this sufferness within these remaining 3 months and live the rest of our life with enjoyment, then the problem will continue. We, the people, are the ones to make that decision, not any governor, not the president, not anybody anywhere. Any decision we make today will serve the rest of our life well. But if we continue saying, okay, because of the 10 naira, 2 naira they are giving us, we want to follow the wrong people, then the problem will continue. Let's make the right decision these days. This is the best time for us to choose the right person and put everything in God's prayer, in God's hands.
Yeah.
God bless Nigeria.
Thank you, Chief Noble, for your contribution. Much appreciated. Have a great day. 0700 903 903 903. What is your take? You can respond to any of the headlines, even the hot topics. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the program. What's your name?
Okoro is my name. Come from Majesty.
Mr. Okoro, welcome. Go ahead.
Mary, it appears to me that you want me to believe the way you always present things concerning Nigeria every morning. You want to convince me to believe that Nigeria is good, is going to be all right, all right?
Yes. That is my job, to tell you that Nigeria is going to be great again.
Okay, let me believe you, Mary.
Yes.
But how?
See, the how is us. I think it is us. I think we are tired now. I think we want a change. So it is us. We have to do something. We have to go and vote. And vote in the person that we think will take us there.
Okay, Mary, I believe you. But let me keep something. Mary, please, as a journalist,
yes.
I would love you to walk around to see how people are suffering in this part of the world. It is heartbreaking. It's mind-blowing. People are suffering so much. And it's making somebody like me weeping and crying at all times. Look at this, the issue of INEC, the destruction of INEC something offices. I want to put it to you, Mary. The people that are doing those things are those politicians who wants to get into office by crook and by hook. You may believe it, you may disbelieve it, but the truth is there. They are the people that are responsible of destroying INEC offices. They are using their, you know what I'm trying to say. So, but like you try to convince people like us that Nigeria is going to be okay, we believe if we can do things right, like the last caller said, if we can do things right. And I think as a person that it is a hard time for us to wake up and reason like people want in life instead of allowing ourselves to be used by the people who doesn't want anything good for the masses, rather for their own selfish interests. Like I said, I contributed on Sunday. I know very well that if you have a good leader as a president, it doesn't take a country 3-4 years, you fix it, and the country will begin to work fine. I can make example like Korea, Republic of Korea. I can make example like China. These are countries that are extremely poor. But today, go to those countries, you see marvelous things. Because when they have a visionary, somebody that has something to do.
Thank you, thank you, Mr. Okoro. You so that other people can also contribute. You said you believe in Nigeria. Nigeria is gonna be great. It's already great, Mr. Okoro. Thank you so much. Sometimes when you listen to some things, when you go around, like Mr. Okoro says, you somehow you want to weep. The one that stood out for me this morning is the Okowa, the one of Delta State, having pensioners, people that have worked for the nation, come out to protest, come to the government house because for 7 years they've not been paid. And then you are going about campaigning to be what? President of the nation, vice president of the nation. So that leaves a lot for us, we Nigerians. What do you want? It's our time to decide what we want to do. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
My name is Apun Adama, calling from Idim.
Hey, welcome, sir. Go ahead.
You see, I'm saying it always. PDP and the APC. Now the same mama, the same papa bonded. It's true. Through 2018, mainly for this APC, 2015, a Bajaj machine, motorcycle is the 105,000 naira. Now, Bajaj machine is 510,000 naira. Many things like that. Kekemarwa is 350,000 naira by day, but now Kekemarwa is 1.2 million. You see, the soap I used to buy before, I bought it at the rate of 50 naira, but now it's 100 naira. Everything is double. Petrol we are using is 5 naira. Now it's 250 naira, 240 naira. Everything is double for this government. And these two people, they are the same group they be, these two parties. If Nigeria can say that these two people, many APC, no, waiting the name, Black Lubu to go and rest. You don't need him. Let these young people come to be other people. Kola Abiola, let them come out. Let them, all those young boys, let them contest. They will know where we are. They will move this country forward. This country is our country. Thank you. That's what I have to say this morning.
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. We have 5 minutes before the end of the program this morning. Hello, good morning. Can you turn down the volume on your radio set, please?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, good morning to you, sir. What's your name and location? Morning. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
This is to say calling from Egbeda.
Okay, welcome, sir. Go ahead.
You see, these two parties we are talking about, the corruption of this country started from PDP to APC. And the worst is the APC. You will realize that in APC government, 65% of those in APC are from PDP. You realize that all of them, they are the same thing. They are the same thing, that's no difference. All of them is to loot and go away. Loot and put their brothers, their nephews, their relatives to continue from where they loot. You see what it? So what I'm trying to say, I remember what the Labour Party candidate said. He said that before you keep corruption, you will first of all keep corruption in you, keep corruption in your family, keep corruption from your friends, but then you have keep corruption to 50%. And this particular group of people cannot do that. That's why they are putting their brothers there. Like this Osun State, the former Osun State governor, he had to bring problems, create a kind of something that has to then begin to eat from there. Therefore, what I thought to be pointed out is that these two parties have to go away from Nigeria. And this is our decision. This should have to be our decision. And we have to come out and make sure that we vote them away so that they cannot continue to handle the affairs of Nigerian politics. If they have the young ones, they have to come with a new brain and not a decayed brain of corruption that are holding us captives in this nation. Trying to do so, you will realize that we are not moving forward. And trying to do so, you will know that Nigeria is not going anywhere. Nigeria is already in the pit. If we do not go this way out, if APC government come again, they have to cover the burial ground which Nigeria was already in. So this is, and you also want to give me concern is that you're going to see someone who thinks that he is educated, but the brain is not educated. He can begin to support this kind of group of people who have been putting us in this mess. Before you get petrol today, and nobody's talking about it, even in the government, nobody's talking about petrol. Before you get petrol today, it's a problem. And government is not going to change about it. There's nothing whatsoever they have to say, okay, this one can go to this way forward. Even the old ones that are coming out, nothing like their plans. Their plan is I want to be there. It is my turn to be there. It is I have contested for several times. I have to be there. Nothing so positive to make Nigeria forward. And it is uncomfortable that some people who thought that they are brain, they don't have any brain. They're going to continue with these people. I mean, as a matter of fact, this country is already dead. Only we need the person who has to resurrect this country, which we believe is either P2B, even the other young boys. They can help and have to bring together to make sure that we resurrect this country because we're already dead.
Thank you so
much
for your contribution. Yeah, 0700 903 903. I hope we could take just one call before we round off this morning. Just one call, just one. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Yeah.
This is calling from Okada.
Okay, go ahead, sir. You have less than a minute. Your last caller.
The situation of Nigeria and what we are passing through. I think that now the right people are trying very well to try to open people's eyes of who to vote and who we should not vote. And I think the people they are trying. But when you look at the people who we are suffering all these things together and they are now campaigning and going their large numbers to still keep us in the same bondage. Please, I want to talk to the right people that they should also pray as we are also trying our best. We should pray very well because this situation has a way of keeping people in the same bondage.
Thank you.
But let us pray that this bondage will break.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dama, for your contribution. Yeah, I really appreciate you. And that's all the calls we can take this morning on the program. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and you're listening to the Front Page Review. Thank you so much for your contribution. And to our YouTube family, I see all your comments. Interesting. Thank you so much for you that advised me to go see a therapist. I think who said it? I think it's Adeboyega that said, Mary, I think you should go see a therapist. Thank you so much. Karosi, Femi Batch, everybody, I appreciate you. I'll be here again tomorrow, God willing. Keep it here, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Coming up next at 8 o'clock is